How y'all doing tonight? I'm AR.
And I'm Versely, aka Tiny.
And we are
Knee deep in the shit.
Doing what I wanna, cause them nigga know that. I said, baby girl, if she tryna go, yeah.
Exciting episode for you all today. So we got our two guests today. We have Miss Pam. Ooh, that's my girl, y'all. Okay, I had to do that like a little proud mama. That's my girl. And we got Shamari in the building. Okay,
What's happening,
ladies, don't
y'all?
throw your panties at him. Okay, because we do not need that shit here. Okay.
We need it all here.
Okay, there's kids watching. Okay, so we gonna start this thing off just with some introductions, just so y'all can get to know our guests a little bit, and then we'll get into it, get knee deep in the shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's start off with Miss Pam, because Miss Pam, she our Miss Top model for I believe it was Spartanburg, wasn't it? Yes. And then you was like Cola Elite model, correct?
That's
And
what's
then Pam also do a lot of other stuff. She also dance. She's also done other runways. So just talk about just your endeavors.
Well-rounded.
Yeah, how you got into this little modeling industry.
Well, hi everyone. I'm Pam. I'm 21 years old from Aiken, South Carolina. You probably don't know where that is, but it's there. But I started modeling actually through dance. I've been a competitive dancer for a lot of my life, and I kind of got scouted that way at dance conventions and stuff. They were like, you should be trying modeling, and 10 years later, here we are. So, yeah, I love everything about modeling. It gives me an opportunity to be independent and meet some new people. And it's a great experience. I love everything about it. So,
That's dope. What type of dance did you do?
I did everything from ballet, tap, jazz, musical theater, hip hop, everything.
That's dope. That's dope.
And she has her own page, and she be teaching the kiddos.
Yeah.
Yeah, giving back. You know what I'm saying? Spreading the gems back.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
And then Mari, you also were the top model for Cola, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And then you are you also signed with the agency?
I am UC Models out in North Carolina.
Okay, so you signed with an agency. So talk about just some of the things that you got going on right now, and then how you came up.
Okay. My name is Shamari Miller, y'all, from Greenville, South Carolina. 23 years old. Born and raised in Greenville, for sure. I've been modeling for 3 years now. I did sign UC Models this year. I've been a freelance model like majority of my life though. Well, not majority of my life, but like really for 3 years. But yeah.
Okay.
So freelance, okay. So speaking of freelance, and you say you're getting into the modeling industry, that's gonna lead us into our first topic, which is self-representation versus
doing it on you be getting with the agency. I know you said that you are with the agency. Do you recommend that, or is that something that you think that you could better off doing on your own?
It's more money into it for sure. Being freelance, you gotta do everything on your own.
Okay, kind of like
So-
independent artists.
Okay. More freedom. More freedom. You can do more runway shows, more photo shoots. You can do all that for free by your own choice. But you being signed to an agency, you can't really do much. But I mean, it's more money to it though, because they doing everything for you.
Yeah, so they put like a cap on your creativity in a sense.
They doing bookings for you and all that. So they're putting you in the right position for sure.
Okay. So, you said feel like starting out is good to be with an agency, and then in the long haul, do you kind of branch out to do your own thing, or vice versa?
Vice versa, like it's better you start out being a freelance so you can learn the ins and the outs. Most definitely.
Makes sense.
When you're a freelance, you get to put yourself out there more. Rather than just being signed. When you first start modeling, you don't really do much at the beginning. You don't really experience a lot in the modeling industry.
Okay.
So yeah.
That makes sense. Just hone your skills and get all your stuff together, then get signed and
Right.
get more conformed with it.
Right, because when I got signed to UC Models this year, like I already knew how to walk, I already knew how to pose,
Yeah.
because I've been doing that for years.
Yeah.
You know, so but you get signed to a model agency your first year of modeling, you're not gonna really know much. You're gonna be stuck in a hole,
Yeah.
and they might end up forgetting about you because they gotta worry about others that's more experienced than you. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you sign to the right model agency, they're gonna develop you though. Most definitely gonna develop you.
All right.
Pam, how you feel about the self-representation versus getting an agency?
I can agree with Shamari that I think that a good route is being freelance first, because you never know who you're going to meet through your journey of quote unquote being free at the time. So I feel that you also learn a lot about yourself during that process instead of other influences like an agency that could be putting you in a certain path that maybe that doesn't align with your goals starting off. And I just think that I agree that freelance is a good start to any model's career. So yeah.
I mean, I would say like freelance, like that has helped me with the networking aspect as far as like getting the opportunities. Cause like I would say majority of my opportunities somewhere like I had a network in it. And then like with the agency, I'm kind of like on the fence because you kind of have to be careful. You have to look at your contract first, because with the contract you could be exclusive, so like you can't work with other agencies or stuff like that, so you got to consider that. So how do you feel about like an agency maybe limiting you to just like them and that work versus like you being able to, like some agencies, even if you do go get your own work, like they still want to cut because you signed to them.
So, just like I said, I got signed this year, so I'm still learning the ins and outs. So I read my contract real good. Actually hit up one of my fellow models that signed the DNA models, and he read over it as well, and he said it's a good contract. So it's good getting validation from someone that been in the industry longer than you.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know, like
It's always good to have somebody that you can reach out to,
right,
and you know what I mean. You can. Am I tripping? Am I doing? You know what I mean? Heck yeah.
No, you're right.
Experience is the best teacher.
Most definitely, you're right.
Yeah.
Just because I mean, I can do a lot still. Like I used to do freelance. I just can't do much. Like I said, I can't do like free work. They book it for me, and I get paid for it. So that's like the best thing about it. I mean, I do miss doing runway shows in my city, most definitely, and like photo shoots, and because build my portfolio and like just me working on my craft. That's it. But I still work on my craft, at home and whenever I have free time. So,
what are the penalties for going against that grain? If they, you know what I mean, let's say if you did do a little extra work outside of the agency, how do they find out? What's the penalties, etc.?
So, for example, like if I post a picture and like another photographer took a picture of me and I post it, but they didn't book the photographer, they gonna hit me up, be like, can you at least tag us in, us being your model agency. They want me to tag them to let everybody know like I'm their model. They don't want nobody to know like I'm out here like working with other photographers if it's not because of them. That makes sense. So if they don't book it, they're not gonna go for it. Like they real strict about it. But some agencies, like I said, they real good with working with you and like understanding you as well. So this one I'm signed with, like I'm still learning about them a little bit more, but I like what's going on right now. So
Dope, brother. Dope.
So, okay. So whether you are signed with an agency or you're doing self-representation, networking is still, like I said, that's like probably like 80% of why I got what I have today. So what do you feel like is the importance of networking? And what are some techniques that y'all do to, you know, kind of network within your industry so that y'all can, you know, develop your careers? Yeah, Pam, go ahead, because we done heard from Mari.
Let's hear what you got to say.
You honestly have to be open to communicating with everybody, honestly. You really can't be shy in this industry. Period, point blank. You really can't. You can fake it till you make it with the being a social butterfly. I know I had to at the start because I'm not really the biggest people person. However, you know, you got to network to make things happen because things aren't going to happen for you if you're not necessarily going after it, especially in this industry. So I would say social media is a big part of networking for me. I can assume that other people can say the same, but you can't not be active on social media if you don't necessarily want to progress your career, you know? And that's just the truth about how this works now, but you just have to be open to letting people know you, at least on the base level of who you are. You don't have to necessarily go into detail, but I think that's a big part of networking is just putting yourself out there. So
They got to get a glimpse of your personality, pretty much.
But that's the thing. Everybody, and even like with photos, because like when people talk about like my photos, everybody's photos is a reflection of their personality. Everybody has a different personality. They have a different style when it comes to how they take photos and stuff like that. So it's like when you're networking, it's like you're putting your brand out there. So how do y'all put your brand out there? Like, what are good ways to put your brand out there?
Honestly, just showing people what you do for a living. Like, you know, more and more photographers want to work with me throughout the years because they saw how consistent I was. It's all about being consistent at the end of the day. You know, you can't just be in and out with it. You know, you want to stick with it, And that's why I showed people throughout the years that I wanted to be a model. And that's what made photographers want to work with me more. Who else? Photographers, anybody that just wanted to work with me, period, like collab with me. They just saw how serious I was with my craft. And that's all it is showing how serious you are with your craft at the end of the day. And I mean, I don't do too much on Instagram. I just, you know, I post a little photo shoot here and there, but if you don't show people what you do for a living, they're not going to believe what you're doing for real. And so that's the main thing, how to put yourself out there as a model. But
Now, in the modeling industry, y'all gonna get a bunch of no's.
Almost definitely.
I don't know about y'all, but when I was growing up, like, that was like the worst word that I heard. Like, I still don't even like the word no. Like, if a dude tell me no right now, like, I don't even know what that means. Like, so
no habla inglés.
yeah, I don't even know what that means. So like, how many no's did it take for y'all to develop some tough skin? Like, if I tell y'all no right now, y'all good. Like, no, y'all can't have nothing.
Well, for me, I would say the top model process was filled with no's. I experienced a unique situation throughout becoming top model for a different fashion week, of course, but during that process, child, you just learn a lot about how you need to react to things versus how people expect you to react to things. Like, you should really just focus on yourself and how you react to quote unquote a negative situation, because at the end of the day, if it wasn't for you, you know, other things were.
Yeah.
For example, went in top model for Spartanburg Fashion Week and Cola Fashion Week for Shamari over here. So I just think that controlling how you react to the no is really the biggest thing. So
That's a good one. Control how
Honestly.
you act.
Yeah. I mean, what she said, to be honest, really, for me, I don't get no's. I just don't get a response back.
Shut up. You don't get those.
No, I'm saying I don't get no's. I don't get no response back.
Okay.
They're
They
like,
just don't tell you.
yeah, they just don't tell
get
you.
your feelings hurt?
They just, yeah, that hurts more than, because you thought you ate. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, like, you wake up, you feel like, you think you look good, and then like, you submit your pictures, and that one model agency you want to be signed to don't respond back to you. You look, you feel lost a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, defeated.
Yeah.
And like, it's all about just having that self-confidence in you. If you don't have that self-confidence in you, then you're not gonna make it as far in the model industry, because you don't get more no's. Even though I'm signed to a model agency, I'm gonna still get no's in the future.
You know what though? I feel like now, like the modeling industry that we're in right now has the most diversity, because like for me, y'all tall as fuck. Okay, let's just put this shit out. This nigga right here take two of me to make this nigga, like for real. So like when I tell y'all, it's rough out here for a short bitch. Okay, so for a short one that's trying to make it out here, I already get no from the gate. Okay, because I'm 5 foot. Okay, so because I'm not even 5'6", I get the no. So it's just like you have to accept yourself for who you are. I could wish that I had longer legs all day, every day, but guess what? It's not gonna make me. Like, and I think that's what is a part of our story too. It's just like those no's kind of build your character. I don't know about y'all, but it's just like it pumped me up. I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna get this. Like,
It make you come back stronger.
I'm gonna come back.
Exactly.
You gonna see me, and I tell them too. Like when I go into my little gigs or whatever, I'll tell them. I'll be like, yeah, you gonna see me on this. You gonna see me on this or whatever. You gotta speak it into existence.
Like I told you earlier, claim it. He was asking you, he's like, claim it. You got it. You know what I mean? You gonna get it.
Yeah. So okay, let's talk about the photographers.
Yeah, the
Because
photographers.
we know in the modeling industry, we're definitely going to be encountering some photographers, right? So,
When you're dealing with these photographers, I don't want to cut you off, Tiny, but can they over edit, or can they, not do it and have the right equipment and do the exact things that you wanted to have done?
So,
Is that a commonality?
like, I ain't never came across a weird photographer. All the photographers I work with are amazing.
he working in the.
Well, let me cut you off right there, sweetie. So,
You ain't never had nobody over edit you.
Not over edit. If anything, I say don't edit enough. Like, there's photographers out here that don't really put nothing on the pictures. They just rely on their camera. And like, you can see all the little flaws on your skin. On it. You think,
Okay, Mari, let me just ask you. You just work with anybody?
No, I don't.
You for everybody in the street?
Not for everybody.
Okay, so what do you look at, like with the photographer? Because you have to look at something when you look at their page, right?
Yeah, like it's like.
Okay, Pam, go ahead.
Yeah,
Mari, settle on that. Pam, go ahead. Your turn.
I had one photographer in particular that just, for some reason, felt the need to like just, the Paris filter on Instagram. That's what it gives, but like 10 times that. I was like, okay. When I saw it, and then proceeded to just like ask again and again to work together and stuff. And I'm just like, I don't want to see myself like that, because that's not me, first of all.
Yeah.
So
An enhanced version of you.
past that, honestly, it looked AI. So it was just a little, because sometimes I look at photographers working, I'm like, if that doesn't even look like me at the end product, I don't want to work with you.
How do you tell them though? Because at the same time, that's their work, their passion. Is it a fickle thing the way you might feel like you would offend the photographer?
You gotta take a shot because, like, here's the thing. Before I work with them, I'm gonna look at their page first. And there's some photographers, I don't look at your page, and you need to start editing people's wigs, okay? If I can see they damn lace, you ain't do your job, okay? So edit people's lace.
You ain't shit.
Okay? What? Is that not it?
I mean, I'm just saying the plot thinking is like shit. I've seen that before too. So when you say it, in my mind, I'm sitting here like, oh shit, here it goes.
No, but that's the truth. If I could see it, that means everybody else in the world can see it. Okay, I'm not that good at looking like, it don't take a genius. So if I can see it, I'm already gonna be like, nah, I decline because I'm thinking about my brand. Because that's the type of work you doing, so that's the type of work I'm gonna expect when you photograph me, or photograph me. Yeah. So it don't matter how cute I look. If you put a filter on me and you do the same crap that you did the old girl, it ain't gonna come out good.
Yeah.
I will say another thing about that is if you've never photographed me before, there's certain lighting that looks better on certain skin tone. And I don't think that's been talked about enough either about certain photographers. And I mean, it's 2024. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
It's time to get with the motherfucking program.
I think a lot of photographers in this generation don't really feel the need to edit man pictures more than they need to edit women's. If that makes sense.
Okay, what do you mean though? Okay, so edit man pictures. Like, what do you want edited?
Like my skin, like my face. Sometimes we go through breakouts and all that. My face be breaking out here and there. But you don't edit. I mean, you don't see that. So.
Do you feel like he need to make sure he touch up all the human eyes?
Yeah. That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to look at just spot checking.
Yeah.
He's supposed to zoom all the way in on your pores and just take it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been breaking out lately. I've been stressing, so
life.
You feel me? Life. So it happens. I mean, my skin look good. He be going through it sometimes. So.
And don't it seem like it only go left like that when you got something to do, like when you got a photo session, photo shoot, and then that's when your skin want to break out and all that kind of stuff.
It be like that sometimes, but majority of the time, I be ready. My skin be good. I be feeling good. I be ready majority of the times. It be like the long weekends that gets me. You know what I'm saying? If I know I got multiple photo shoots, oh yeah, I'm finna be stressing. I'm finna break out somehow, some way.
Yeah.
So have y'all had? I know me personally. Okay, so I had one photographer that did a photo shoot. It was outside, but the lighting that he had, it was good idea, but the lighting did not execute the idea. It was just so and then I tried to fix the photo. It was nothing saving this photo at all. It was just bad. So have y'all had a bad experience where you went to a photo shoot, your photographer didn't have the lighting or the things that you needed, and then you basically wasted a shoot?
I wouldn't say that often. However, I would say maybe the angles of photography could be questionable that I've had before, but not necessarily lighting. I haven't run into that issue yet.
I've had angles. I've had to tell somebody, hey, get down, okay? Make me look tall, because I'm different.
Word. Honestly, to piggyback on what Pam said, kind of opposite for me. I don't need angles. But it's just the lighting. Any photographer that spends the first 10, 15 minutes, even 20, just to figure out the lighting, need to work on lighting more than anything, because that would be throwing me off sometimes too. I gotta sit here and wait till you get the right light, and I'm black, so you feel what I'm saying. So they be having a hard time getting my skin looking right on camera with the lighting, but it's like that's no good. That's no good excuse, you know, if you're a real photographer at the end of the day. So I think lighting really be catching me off guard and be throwing me off sometimes too. But you know, you be in the industry for so long, you kind of need to get used to it because every photo shoot is not gonna be perfect for sure. So.
Okay, so let's just say, devil's advocate, let's just say that you had a photo shoot and you looked at the photos and you just didn't like them. Are y'all still gonna post them?
No.
You gonna repost them when the photographer tag you in them?
I'm gonna like it.
Yeah,
You
I
gonna
like
like
it.
it?
I'm gonna like it, but I'm not gonna repost it. Like,
What if they ask you why?
Have you ever been asked why?
okay, so a photographer asked me why I edited the picture. I remember that. She asked me why I did. No, I take that back. It was a he. He asked me politely if I could remove the picture from Instagram because I edited it. I put a little soft filter on it, but I took it off and I reposted it with no filter. But it still looked good. It just how my IG page look. I want to look a certain way. That's it. I mean, the picture. I mean, I look good without filter, you know. But like, he found it an issue because he said something about the clothes didn't look right with the filter, something like that. I don't know, but
Well, they do. Yeah, it's like putting a slap in their face when you put a filter over their work.
And you know what? I never realized that until I realized that. But,
I never realized that. I realized
I look good with this filter. Meanwhile, he like, you just ruined my artwork. Like,
Oh,
word, man. He didn't put no filter on the picture at all, though. It was just a normal picture.
oh, he didn't edit it.
He didn't edit it all. I mean, it looked good though. Like his camera made it look so good. Like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't need no filter, but I added filter for my IG page for my feed. You know, so. But it is what it is, though. At the end of the day, you know, you live and you learn. Yeah. I learned not to put a filter on somebody else's picture. Just not post it. Simple.
So do you feel like this is an issue that happens with local photographers, or you know, do you have any advice for or against them, or would you prefer an out of town photographer? Either one of you. What do you think about an out of town photographer in contrast?
Like I said before, I'm from Aiken, South Carolina, so everything is out of town for me.
Okay, good answer.
That's really all I had to say on that. But I'm just kidding.
Oh, brother.
But you know, I wouldn't mind traveling other places other than what I've been working in for the past year to work with out of state photographers. I have grown relationships with the current photographers that I have been working with, so they're reliable, you know, and I trust them with my work and being around them and being safe with them. So I think sometimes the local ones are the ones you should keep around sometimes. So yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Because they're hungry like you.
I would say be careful of the local ones. Okay, like I mean, don't get me wrong, because like a local photographer that is literally, oh my goodness, you got a text. A local photographer, that's literally the reason why I started modeling, because he asked to shoot with me, and you know, actually he actually wanted me to be a model. Like I really didn't want to be a model, but he was just like, I really wanted to do a shoot with you and stuff like that. So he really got me into it. So like I agree with the local photographers, but I've also had some nightmares with some local photographers where it was giving like kidnapping vibes, like, you know, you about to take me and put me on the market somewhere and my family ain't never gonna see me again.
Sex trafficking.
Yeah, so like what is your advice when it comes to that? Because like it is a lot of young ladies that, you know, get into these situations where they go out with these local photographers and then, you know.
Funny enough, this has come up in conversation in a model group that I am with. And we have shared those dangerous photographers' information in our chat to spread the word about who they really are, you know.
Weirdos and shit.
Weirdos and creeps and
Wow. So hold on. So it's a whole world of weird photographers that y'all gotta inform each other about. That's crazy.
I would say a red sign when it comes to those types of individuals, can't even call them people, but would be they feel some type of way when you ask to bring a friend to your session. If you're triggered by that, what is your problem, first of all?
Yeah.
But that was like the biggest red flag. Also, if you feel any type of anxiety at all when speaking to this person, you just best get out of the situation that you're about to get into, because you never know. Sometimes your soul knows before your mind knows. So
Preach.
listen to whatever's speaking to you at that moment. So that's my advice.
Wow.
And I would say, like, because I've had photographers that they started off cool, and you know, we work and stuff like that, and then it became, you know, I want to be a little bit more than that, and you know, I didn't want that. Like, you know, I'm strictly trying to do my business and trying to do my modeling and stuff like that. So, like, you know, I would say also watching out for when you get there, you know, if the plan changes, like, you have every right to leave also. And you don't have to stay there for that. Like, you don't have to exchange your time for that. So
let me ask you ladies that, like, is that a commonality? Is there something frequent that happens with when you get booked and gigs and dealing with photographers and people? Like, they normally got other intentions?
yeah, it depends on what type of shoot they ask for. Like, if you off the rip asking me to do like a
Lingerie,
lingerie shoot, I'm just gonna
bikini
be
sometimes, yeah.
Because now you feel objectified, right?
like, I don't even know you.
Yeah.
Hello.
I don't even know you to put my laundry. That shoot, I do that shit for my man. Okay.
Yeah.
Just, I don't like to say woman's intuition, but a lot of the time, if you just listen and you like, this is a red flag, most of the time it is. So if I feel like that anytime working with a new photographer, like I said, the ones that I have worked with so far, knock on wood, but it's just you really gotta watch out for yourself, because nobody's gonna be looking out for you
Except you.
right?
And I've had photographers, like, they just don't want to work with me because I didn't want to sleep with them, and that's just a reality too. Like, at the end of the day, like, not every shoot is worth all that. Like, you know,
Your life,
yeah, your life, your self-esteem, your morals and stuff like that. Like, you ain't got to do all that to get to the top. And, like, that's not the only photographer. That's what I realized too. Cause, like, sometimes you be feeling like, well, dang, like, he's a really good photographer. Like, you look at his work and be like, he's a really good photographer. I don't think I'm gonna get work like that. There's plenty of other people that can do the same work or even better.
And the sad part is, most of those situations, they sell your dream, have you do, you know, all that shit, and then they don't even take you to the top. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be the crazy part.
No, most of the time, the best gigs is the, like you said, with the agency. That's the top paying gigs that I get with the agency. These gigs kind of just like help you, you know, get to where you need to go to. So, with, like, working with the local photographers, like, how do y'all? Cause, like, I just talked to someone today about, they were saying, you know what, no more free gigs, okay, no more local photographers and doing exposure for pictures and stuff like that. So how do you transition from just exposure to actually getting paid? How do y'all make that transition?
I would say how I kind of got started with that would be when it came to working with partnerships through like a fashion week, for example. So a business would be obviously sponsoring the fashion week that I would be working with. So if they wanted to use me in a way that's a job, not free exposure, like it's not going to be like a trade for trade type of thing. It's going to be, what's the word? Transactional. And in a respectable way, of course. And I think that's how I'm segueing from just the exposure into, compensation part of the modeling industry. So,
How long do you feel like it took you though to start getting paid? Like from when you started in the modeling industry to when you felt like you actually started to get some money?
I will say it didn't take long in the way that you would think. So for me, I'm a brand ambassador before I even started modeling seriously. So with that, I was getting compensated for that. So when my modeling jobs would see that I'm working with a big quote unquote brand, they kind of took me seriously already. So it wasn't necessarily quote unquote a risk to invest in me, I would say.
For me, it took me till this year to get paid. I mean, me doing it for 4 years, but that's the thing. It just took patience, time, development, most definitely. I never really looked into the money when I started doing modeling because you just gotta love it. You gotta love that shit, bro. It gotta be in you. If you're just looking for this money when you first start, you eventually you're not gonna like it. Modeling, it's slow money where you get paid very well in anything you do. But it depends on the gig. But like, yeah, it took me this year to get paid. I mean, like I said, time, patience, development, and just loving it. You gotta fall in love with it because
You got to be passionate.
you gotta be passionate with it. The same thing as basketball. I mean, you're not getting paid for basketball until you actually go somewhere like overseas or NBA. You playing basketball for free because you love it.
Music too. Music like that too. Just doing it for the love of it until you get
Pro bono.
Yeah. Pro bono.
And like you gotta think about it because like even though like we're all getting paid for it, pretty sure well it ain't my primary job. I still have to have a primary job, because like it's not consistent enough yet.
Right.
Which that consistency probably gonna take a couple more years before we get to that little road.
But you working towards it though, building block.
Right, manifest it. It might be this year, it might be next year. Anything can turn around.
Yeah. So what advice do y'all give with being nervous? You know what I'm saying? If you get nervous before a shoot, how do you cope with it? Any methods or remedies you take?
Do you get nervous at a shoot?
I don't.
Shut up. Okay, at first, did you get nervous?
No.
Mari just like, I came out the womb with comedy.
It's not.
Mari say I was born for that shit.
No, I'm saying like I don't get nervous for shoots. Like if it's like something like this, I'm nervous. I don't like talking. I really don't at all. But it's like
You don't like talking?
I don't.
Yeah, because we can barely hear you. You want to speak up to the mic or no?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
You want me to yell?
Yeah.
I'm nervous right now, y'all. But I can't really show it. You know what I'm saying? Am I showing it?
A little bit.
Oh, brother. we good, y'all. We good. But anywho, I mean, nervous wise, if anything, I'd be nervous for a runway show, fashion show. That's when I'm really nervous. Like, cause you don't know, like, anything can happen. But then again, like once you step on the stage, all your butterflies gone. Like, where? Yeah, runway shows, I'm most definitely nervous. Photo shoots, nah. I mean,
Why? What's the difference?
different photo shoot, hell, if you know how to pose, then you know what to do already. That's how I'm telling the photographer gonna tell you a certain pose you're gonna do, and you just do it, and you're done. Photo shoot lasts like an hour and a half, so nothing crazy. But runway shows, that's a different ball game, like for real. Like all them people in the crowd, like people expecting you to rock their design a certain way, and like it's really about them pictures when you get after fashion show, like how you look, and you don't know how you even look on stage till someone tell you. So that's really the main reason why I be nervous for a runway show.
Well, I get nervous in general because, like I said, we going back to I'm from Macon, South Carolina, so I'm always traveling somewhere to get to where I need to be. So honestly, it's the journey before even stepping into a photo shoot or a runway show. So for me, it's listening to my good tunes to get me pumped and focused on what I need to do. And I tap into my alter ego. And I feel like that's the best thing you can do sometimes when you aren't feeling completely confident in yourself at that moment. But if you can tap into that personality that is all the time on it, every single time you can bring that person out, sometimes you need to do that. I know for me, for runway, if you were to ask me just to walk down the street, I would probably trip over my ankles any day. But if you were to ask Serena, which is my middle name, y'all, to walk on the runway in 7-inch heels, I can do that any time of day if you want me to. But like I said, it just, music helps, y'all. Music helps for sure with nerves. So I would recommend that.
How about it?
I would say that music definitely helps. Cause like you put my 90s on and I'm straight. And I would say have y'all seen that what was it? It was that I seen this thing where this girl, she was like trying to pose and they were like, give me your best pose, and like she just like scrunched up her face and like it was like the most you
sent me that with that girl
the
on
most awkward picture. Because like it's like these girls like they try to pose how they think that other girls pose or whatever. So I think like
she made the craziest face.
She did like, and I was just telling Pam like we were just talking about it. I was like the best photos that I have is just like my face. Like it ain't even like me trying to be somebody else or trying to cop somebody else's style. It's literally my face. Like. So I would also say like don't be nervous about that. Like just come in with like your flow, your style, your pictures. Like you can pave the map and just make your own shit. Like
Heck yeah.
It's hard.
So with watching celebrities and influencers, it can be hard to kind of keep up with the styles and the Joneses and the trends. Even down to like these days, it's kind of looked down upon to wear the same outfit twice, and nobody really wants to do that. You can't get caught in a picture or platform wearing the same thing twice. So how y'all feel about that? You feel like that's a thing that you got to kind of conform with, or do you just create your own lane and do your own thing?
I feel like I'm in my own lane with it just because I'm very about, like, how you say it? Versatile.
Okay.
I'm very versatile in my style. Some days I like to go baggy. Some days I like to, be casual. But mostly baggy though. I like to be free as possible, man. I like to feel comfortable when I go out and just feel good while doing it. So I don't really follow no trends. I mean, I feel like I don't know. I don't follow no trends though. I can't do it.
Okay. That's what it is.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't like to follow trends. However, I feel like I have different styles for every aspect of my life. So when it comes to being a model, that closet is literally all black form-fitting clothes. I can't escape it. I really can't. But when it comes to like the day-to-day, when I'm on campus, you will catch me in some yoga pants, the Uggs, the whole deal.
Yeah, comfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
But when it comes to me being in the classroom when I'm Miss Key, it's a completely 360, and it's quite interesting. But I kind of enjoy every character, I guess you could say. That,
I was about to say, so Miss Key is a whole nother
A
character.
whole nother
right there.
character.
I thought, you know,
Yeah.
Serena.
Right.
That's what's up.
AR, what about you too? The style? Because that come with your music industry too.
Yeah, it do. You gotta, like you say, you gotta dare to be different. And for me, in music, it's a little more harsh. I feel like them modeling, I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, y'all know what I'm saying, music, they be on musicians' ass. Like, you step out the door wrong as a musician, you can be the joke of it all, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, what about Lil Uzi?
Lil Uzi, but see, great example, because sometimes you can dare to be different. You got your mics and your Lil Uzis and your Princes, and everybody can't do that, you know what I mean? You gotta really be in tune with your star player to be like, I'm really gonna jump out here and wear some fucking spiked shirt. You know what I mean? That's some wild flannel pants. You know how they be dressing, but me personally, I'm confident, but I ain't got the confidence to do all that though. That's next level confidence.
It's crazy because Lil Yachty, man, is a prime example, man. I think my clothes cost more than his clothes. Like all jokes aside, if you see how Lil Yachty dress, he literally wears Echo. He be wearing like Timberland boots. He don't wear nothing flashy, but his jewelry speaks for itself. Like
So he substituted his jewelry for his clothes.
Exactly. Like,
which is smart.
great. What? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really match my style with his, but like my style is similar to his. So I used to wear Echo in middle school. So like it's crazy how he's wearing it and like people like applying it. Like
It's crazy how a lot of stuff circle back. What, Champion?
Champion used to be like bottom tier stuff.
Bro.
You wore Champion in my era, you was lame.
Yes, you was a lame.
And then what they did, they took it out of Walmart and they put it in the mall or whatever stores you have, and now it just changed the whole dynamic to it. That's wild.
That's crazy.
No, it's about how you wear it though, ain't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, people act like you can't have a washing machine because, like, for me, don't y'all think so? Like, I told AR before we filmed this, I said they gonna say something about my hat, like I just threw the hat away or something like that. Like, y'all act like we can't mix and match like different outfits and stuff like that. So like,
People are unrealistic. Like, ain't nobody got no money to be doing that shit every time. Like, every time. We do it, like you say, trying to keep up with the Joneses and shit, but that's unrealistic. You know what I mean?
no, I would say Pam, because Miss Pam, she be posting those reels when she goes on her thrift store, shops and buys. So let's talk about how do we style on a budget.
As a college student, senior college student, budgeting in general is a life skill that you need to be learning. So when it comes to, just the excessive things like clothing, if you're into that, you can always find, like we said before, trends repeat themselves. It will be in the thrift store. I promise you. You just have to look. If you are impatient, if you are not willing to look for these things, I promise you thrifting could be like the best thing that ever happened to you. It's like treasure hunting, I swear. Now, I will say, certain thrift stores this day and age are realizing that we're starting to like thrifting and they're becoming department store prices, which is insane. But when you can find those hidden gems, it's like the best feeling ever. So
Wow.
I would
now they
suggest
charging,
thrifting.
like department stores.
Yeah. My favorite thrift stores. Let's see. like I said, small town girl. So my small town Goodwill, that's where everything is at for me. However, when it comes to like shoes, I would hit up maybe a Plato's Closet, Uptown Cheapskate, because you're actually gonna get the real deal. And most of the time it won't be so used and all that stuff because their policies and all that stuff. However, I would just, it's really up to you. If you're more of a, maybe they wore it once and then they sold it, go to Uptown, Plato's, all that stuff. But if you're just in for the, I need this to complete this fit, just go ahead and go to Goodwill. Do not be spending an arm and a leg. So, yeah.
So, okay, when you go to the thrift store, what do you look for? Like, are you just, like you said, looking the completed outfit, or are you just going in there blind, or?
You know how some people say they go to Target and Target tells them what they need? That's how I feel about the thrift store. Sometimes I have a plan. Sometimes it's best not to have a plan. You know?
That's how I go broke. Okay? That's how I go broke. When I go in Target with no plans, and sometimes when I go in Target with a plan, I still come out with shit I didn't ask for. Like, so, Amari, you be thrifty or no?
Yeah, a little bit. Do whatever here and there. But
Okay, so where you be?
really don't be different like that. It's really Afterpay. Affirm, Cardinal. Y'all heard about those before. You doing paying for it. I do that a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like if it's like something expensive, I do that. But thrifting wise, I shop online. I don't really go in stores no more. My favorite thrift online shop is Depop. I don't know if y'all heard about that before, but Depop is, I love it just because like they sell all the old jerseys.
Wait a minute, what is it?
Depop. DEPOP.
Oh, okay.
Depop.
Yeah, it's smooth. I like it. They sell all the old jerseys. I don't know if y'all familiar with the FUBU jerseys, but them shit's tough. I get those a lot. That's mostly where I get most of my clothes from. You know, so new clothes like Zaria. Then spent some websites, brands. I do a lot of Afterpay on that, paying for it. It actually works with credit as well. So I like doing that for sure. Credit card wise, I don't use my credit card for clothes neither. So really just doing like the two main things, thrifting on Depop and paying it for, honestly.
Pam, what store do you, besides thrifting, like what are your top stores?
Can't think of the names right now. However, the tall girl boutiques cater to tall women clothing. Love them bad. Especially like when you're trying to find, for example, like yoga pants that actually touch your ankles instead of your shins. Just for example, I just love those brands bad, and I will. This is the exception where I will come out of pocket for those extra like 6 inches. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those tall boutique brands, those were that I'll be reaching for.
See, you paying extra money to get 6 inches. I'm paying extra money to take the 6 inches off because they pass my feet. So, okay. So, when do you splurge on name brand? Because, like, come on now. Everybody like a little name brand. A little every once in a while. Plus, like, you know, that's what's hot sometimes. So, when do you splurge on a name brand?
Balenciagas. I love Balenciagas. I think that's
Balenciagas?
I think it's my
That's your
favorite.
splurge. Why? You just like them?
I love them. I like how they make me look. You know, make me look a little bit taller. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like money when I put them things on. You know, so you feel like money when you put something on expensive because you feel like you worked hard for that.
Make you feel good.
You make you feel good, make you feel like you did something because it's a lot of money you spend. Like that's like the main thing I done ever splurged on doing. Like birthday wise, yeah, I done spent like $500 on like a couple of clothes, a couple of outfits for my birthday, but that's about it. Name like designer and all that. I don't really look into the designer like that. I don't know. I'm more of a thrift type of guy. I don't think that's not even the trend this generation. Designer is really not the trend unless you got it like that. I don't got it like that, so
Yeah.
most definitely.
I would say special occasions as well. For example, I would, expect a little nice graduation gift. A wish list will be in the link in the bio. I'm just kidding, y'all. But I love a good purse. You can't hold it to me. But when it comes to like clothes, I just can't come to terms with like a designer piece of clothing yet. I'm just not in that mindset yet. But a purse, oh yeah. I spent a nice little penny on a purse.
So what kind of purse do you like?
Hermes. Let's see. I don't know why Coach came to mind, but that was my first, I guess, big girl purse that I got in like middle school.
Coach used to be cool.
It
It's
really
like
did.
Now it's like you lame if you have Coach. You see how that
Coach
like,
done went out like that?
Yeah,
I wouldn't
Coach. Michael Kors low key is like going on the quote because like Nicki made Michael Kors like back cool, and then like now slowly it's like, oh, you got Michael Kors, you broke. Like that's literally what it's giving.
Yeah, I like their watches. I got one right here. Good little investment right here.
Good little investment.
Throw that thing on when you feeling good.
So what are you? Oh, my bad.
My
Go ahead.
apologies.
You good? Go ahead.
I was going to say, my core watches don't cost that much. It's more like they range around $300 to $400, for a good looking watch. But
Yeah, that's good. That's a good buy.
But like it's a good investment at the end of the day, just to have something flashy to put on when you go out for a special occasion.
Right.
So, yeah.
So I was gonna ask you, what do you do if a stylist puts you in something that you don't like?
Mm-hmm. I never came across that before, actually.
Okay.
Surprisingly, I ain't did that many mermaid shows in my life as well to even come across it just yet. But if anything, they don't put me in something like pretty tight, but it really wasn't their fault because my shoulders are pretty broad as well. So you just gotta make it work at the end of the day. But all the pieces I done put on, I like.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's a good thing then.
Mm-hmm. Now, Pam, on the other hand,
What you think?
I know. Y'all females, y'all be coming across a lot of pieces in y'all lifetime.
Then they put you in some stuff that you were just like,
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I've experienced some designers that I feel like there's a difference between appreciating a model's body versus wanting their body to be on show in a certain way in an outfit. I'm proud of how I look in my physique and all that stuff. Great. I love maintaining a healthy lifestyle, exercising, all that stuff. However, when it comes to here, put this on when it's literally covering nothing, and it's like a kid's event, I'm just like, where's your head at, first of all? But, sometimes you really can't say anything. You can make suggestions, and that's kind of like my advice if you feel a little bit uncomfortable, is maybe asking them, maybe I could wear a cover up if I'm going to be wearing a string something, you know what I'm saying? Kind of compromising in a way, kind of manipulating in a way to get what you can be comfortable in sometimes at the end of the day. But honestly, when you're a model, I hate to say it, you are kind of like the blank canvas that they need to display what they are trying to display.
Elaborate kind of.
Yeah.
Nah, I done had some outfits that I ain't agree with, but I honestly though, I be thinking that everything swallows me. So like I'm so little, I be thinking like this thing too big on me or whatever, or the colors too. Like sometimes the colors I feel like don't agree with because I'm not light skinned, so I'm a little bit darker. So it's like I have a complex skin tone, so it's just like you have to I guess adhere to that too. So like Pam said, just giving those suggestions. But shoot, sometimes even if you give the suggestions, they don't even change it. You just gotta go with it, and then you still have to act like you like it. Like you just have to put on a face and act like you like it and be cool with it.
Because if you don't, they might not want to book you again or
I mean,
deal
it's
with
a
you
networking
again.
thing. Because like I had this one thing, kid you not, I had this one thing where I was at the studio and this girl, she came in, she was a designer. She only brought in one model. And she was trying to do a shoot where she was showcasing like her design and stuff like that, but she only brought one model. So the photographer was like, "We gonna be here all night," and he was like, "Well, I got Bree here if you want her." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So I ended up trying up on the clothes and stuff like that, and just doing that and being there, that gave me the opportunity to work with her on other projects and stuff like that. So it's just like sometimes you just like go with the opportunity just for the long game.
Word. Okay.
Makes sense.
So now I had sent AR, remember that video I sent you about we talked about maintenance. So
Oh man.
oh my god. Okay, so this lady, she was the podcast, it was talking about how much she spends a month on maintenance. So she said $300 to $1,000 on hair, $175 for nails, $200 for like beauty products, cleansing products, $150 for wax. Okay, so how do y'all feel about those prices?
Shit.
AR, like if you had a girl and you had to pay, like she asked you for money for all that, what would you say?
Yeah. Like damn, baby. Like I mean,
She need an allowance.
So
she'd have to be a real special young lady.
Nicely worded.
You know, very special. That's a lot. That's a lot of maintenance.
heavy on the very upstairs.
Y'all don't feel okay. Y'all give it that y'all ain't never heard of this. Y'all don't feel like a lot of women expect that type of maintenance.
No, it sounds like if Bob Barker was on this motherfucker, the price is right. But when you really hear it put out like that, like damn, them some figures, you know?
You feel me?
Them some figures. Yeah, it costs to be the boss. A motherfucker told me that drive a nice car. He told me that. He said that the maintenance was high on it. But he said that. He says it costs to be the boss, you know?
Mm.
So if you want a bad bitch, you got to dig in your pockets, I guess.
Look, Pam, I don't know.
You can be a bad bitch and not have all that though. You feel what I'm saying?
And that's the real true essence of it. But this day and age,
Yeah.
it's a starter kit. It's a kit. They come with it. It's a kit. They
I
come
was
with
about
it.
to say, like nowadays, and I ain't even put lashes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
Lashes is a thing now. That's
Yeah.
that's at least $100 if you getting a good lash tech.
So just 100 just for lashes? Like,
Crazy.
I expected maybe like 50,
I was finna say.
50.
60.
You
but
gonna
you
get your
know,
eyeballs glued together. she gonna do one eyeball and be like, come back for the rest.
yeah, but hey, you got to shout out women in the beauty industry because that is a money making industry. Like, damn.
And then imagine you getting your eyelashes done. That take an hour. You in somebody's house for an hour with your eyes closed.
Hold on, man. So what takes so long? Why is it an hour?
Cause she
See-
put individuals on your eyelashes.
Oh yeah, like small.
Yeah.
Okay.
You talking about why it take an hour?
I've never seen the process done. This is I'm a guy, didn't know. You know how they say, I've seen them posters say, I'm just a girl, talking about when they have to do like car stuff. I'm just a dude. I knew nothing about lashes. That was brand new to me. Okay, interesting.
Crazy thing, I had a lash tech. She waxed my eyebrows before. And
Okay.
that was like
Inexperienced.
it was a fun experience. Like,
Did it hurt?
It hurt.
That's what I thought. I thought it like hurt, right?
Word, like
You get used to it.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, after the first time, the hype over.
Oh
Just rip
man,
that thing off like a little band-aid.
She still hurt. Bro.
it's amazing though how vital eyebrows are to the face. People without eyebrows be looking crazy.
What?
The eyebrow game has changed, okay? We went from the pencil brows to the check marks. I don't know y'all remember the check mark era, the check marks. And then we had the connecting, the unibrow era.
In 2016.
Yeah, we had the unibrow era. And then now I think we're in the straight across natural phase. Y'all didn't even know that. You didn't even know there was an eyebrow.
I mean, I actually had the slicks in my eyebrows.
Oh yeah. The slit. Did you put the slit in your eyebrow?
No, I never mess with my eyebrows.
That used to be the thing.
Never.
Double.
I'm old school. It just, as long as they don't connect. I got a homie that got a
Long as you ain't
unibrow
got no
like that.
unibrow.
Yeah, he got a real live unibrow.
So no Anthony Davis.
No
over here.
Anthony Davis, but he shout
get
out to my
pussy, though.
partner. He get pussy though. My partner do too. Like
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
girls
These
love
unibrows get
him. Don't play him with his unibrow. Now he get it, but he got it though. That motherfucker thick too.
That's his signature.
It is.
So when it comes to maintenance, like how much do you normally spend on y'all maintenance?
Well, since I feel like I'm in a lot of shows or in shoots, the whole getting your nails done thing is like unrealistic because one moment you need to have, for example, these claws, and then another day you need to have short natural nails. So for me and for a lot of models, the press-on game is a lifesaver because I'm not walking around looking like a man in my hands, first of all. Not doing that. So I will always splurge for the nice press-on, good quality press-on. So that's nails. When it comes to like, my hair is red, so I have to keep up with that. That's about $50 a month with that. What else is there? If I have a certain type of show, like a swim show, a wax week, anyway. But typically, if you just keeping up with your hygiene as far as just shaving and exfoliating, you really don't need to be doing entirely that much, I feel like, in my opinion. So that's really the basis of my maintenance routine, along with the occasional refill up on makeup and skincare products. But yeah.
That ain't too bad.
Mari, you got a budget?
So like get my haircut every week. That's 50 a week already. When I go to Target for like my skincare products, I set a certain budget for myself. So anything over 80 is crazy to me. So I get my skincare products, get my body wash. I do that every 2 months. You have a good amount of skincare products. You don't gotta re-up every like 2 weeks or every month. Max should be like 2 or 3 months. But yeah, I re-up on body wash like every 2 or 3 weeks for sure. I take a lot of showers, not a lot of showers, but like I work a very physical job as well, so I be sweaty a lot. So 2 or 3 showers a day for sure. But besides that, I don't really spend much on my maintenance. I mean, I'm a guy. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, so
Yeah.
you know what
It
I'm saying?
ain't that bad for us.
We don't really spend much.
Do you spend any money on fitness?
No. That's what I was just about to say. I don't. Just the necessities, hygiene.
You need to take care of yourselves, okay?
No,
We do.
Most definitely.
But we just don't. To your point,
Ooh, y'all sound abandoned. I'm about to go give y'all a
we
face.
don't pamper ourselves. We take care of us. We wash our ass. We make sure we good.
I feel like I didn't have to say that.
We ain't no stank ass niggas or nothing, but we don't. We don't pamper ourselves probably like we should though. I want some pampering. I ain't against it.
And I say cologne too.
Oh yeah, cologne. I
Most
love
definitely.
cologne.
That's where we spend most of our money.
Yeah. Cologne is pretty pricey.
Most definitely.
That
That's a
shit
good
is
investment,
expensive.
though.
Even the little bottles be like,
Exactly.
yeah.
You get the right kind though.
It's an investment. You said that right, brother.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of cologne, so what are your other, I guess, self-care routine must-haves?
Like he said, haircuts. I like to get my hair washed. Got to factor that in. Got to get that on a regular basis because my hair is thick, so it sweats a lot. You know what I mean? I don't know about yours, but mine sweats a lot. So, and I got kids and everything, so factoring them in, a lot of the times I might put them before something that I really want. But as long as I make sure that I'm good, all the bullet points, I'm pretty straight. Ain't too hard to.
Word. I say everything he said. Honestly, I don't have no kids, but like besides that, I mean everything.
Man
he
shit.
Said, yeah. Everything he said though was like right. Haircut. I wash my hair every Sunday. It's like a routine kind of for us guys, but main thing I say must have is cologne. Most definitely, like I said, my favorite is Jay-Z Gold and Savage Dior. Besides that though,
I like that John Paul Gaultier.
see, I ain't even tried it before.
That French shit, the way Eddie Murphy say, you got any of that French shit?
Let's tap in though.
Yeah, tap in, man.
Oh, and the body oils too from the flea market.
Oh yeah, but them motherfuckers too potent though. They smell good, but I'm a smoker, so they get all in my hands and then they get on my hair, Yeah, that's the downside to that. But they good though. They good. All purpose. You can put them in fabrics and all kind of shit.
The names on the wrist right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What I'm saying?
For me, the basic essentials, of course, but I also like to factor in, being able to have a certain budget to take myself out on a date here and there for my sanity's sake. Coming off of a busy schedule, it's important to make time for yourself. So whether that's taking yourself out to Chick-fil-A, which is my favorite recently, or like going to the movies, or simply just getting yourself maybe a drink from Starbucks or something that you wanted for a while. Just those things are just as important, I would like to say.
Self-care. Because the way you got excited about that Chick-fil-A, I want that kind of excitement in my life or something.
You know how you be wanting Chick-fil-A on Sunday?
Oh, shit.
Ain't nothing worse than wanting Chick-fil-A on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we gonna all go get tomorrow Sunday.
You can't get
I was like, we all gonna get Chick-fil-A tomorrow. No, we not.
Hey, y'all been eating Whataburger though?
Nah, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about it. I had it in Dallas, and it wasn't that good in Dallas, but maybe they'll do a little better with the one here.
It's tired.
I feel like they was just tired of it in Dallas. Like, it's been there forever. Like Jack in the Box.
It's good though. It's real good.
It's good, man.
First time I ate it was last week.
What would you compare it to?
McDonald's.
Wow. McDonald's.
Most definitely. I swear.
The lower the low.
I was like,
Yo,
I just knew you were going to say something else, cuz. I was bracing myself on the edge for something, man.
not like that. Not.
Keep that one to yourself, son.
No, listen, it's not like that. Okay, y'all get Whataburger fries.
Murray Low, man. You been
You
on Murray
feel
ass.
me? Yeah, Lee. You get Whataburger fries. I promise you're gonna taste just like McDonald's. But like besides, am I lying?
Still comparing it to McDonald's.
Am I lying? Like okay, I mean they're
He's still comparing it to McDonald's. Comparing it to something else. Comparing it to
still
something else
going.
first.
okay.
Still going.
We know it ain't Wendy's.
Yeah. I can't. You know what? Ain't no comparison. How about that? No comparison for real. It's just their fries that taste like McDonald's. But besides
The fries hitting though. Cause
Fries.
McDonald's got some banging ass fries. That's all they got. Although the motherfucker turned to hardwood at this bit in the car for a month. You
A
know.
fry could survive like 2
That shit
years.
fucks me up.
2 years in your car and won't. It'll still be
It
yellow.
will be hard as wood.
ass.
Like that shit is mind boggling. I don't even eat them no more because of that. Because I can't have no shit in my digestive system that hard.
That's not digestion.
No, like I just can't do it consciously.
That's
So
scary. That's scary.
So talking about your McDonald's,
Oh,
your
brother.
nutrition.
What I eat on a regular, for real though, like all jokes aside, throughout the week, I don't eat nothing but vegetables. Crazy. But yeah, like I said, I work a physical job. So I try to keep as much fruit and vegetables in my system as possible.
So you a part-time vegetarian?
Basically,
Yeah.
You think about it,
You
yeah.
clock me in part-time.
Mhm,
Eat
but-
veggies.
But the weekends I go crazy. I eat anything on the weekend for sure.
Eat it. you eat the cows. Are they still mooing? The lamb chops.
Laporte. Look,
The
oink, oink.
piggies.
I don't really eat pork like that.
Okay. Yeah, good.
I
Me
don't,
either.
I don't eat no crazy food though. Like that's crazy.
What's crazy?
What you just said.
What?
What you just say? You said cow?
Yeah. You just said
Did
you
you
ate
say a
burgers.
Oh, that's made out of
Anyways, y'all.
Yo.
So
cow? Oh, that's made out of cow for real though?
Yeah, that's beef.
Mari, you lucky you look good.
Sorry.
Y'all.
That's a little slow moment. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'll save him. So what he meant, y'all, is I really can't help you with this
Come
one.
on,
I'm sorry.
man.
But
I was
for
wondering how you was gonna get
me,
him out of the
Yeah,
beef.
I'm saying,
What you thought it was? What you thought the hell?
That's a great question, man. What is it? I gotta take the shades off. What did you think it
What you
was?
think? What you think hamburgers was made of? Ham?
I ain't gonna lie. If I say something else about it, I might look bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I'm not
just
gonna,
fucking with you,
I'm not gonna
man.
answer the
You
question.
good money. You good money.
Woo.
So okay.
Them cows.
How important is nutrition when it comes to your weight management?
It's only important if you don't work out. In my opinion,
Do y'all work out
I do
Mm-hmm.
every day?
every week.
Pretty much.
Not
I said every day. You
Every-
talking about every week?
I basically work out every day. You think about it, I just don't work out.
Basically.
You think
Ooh,
about
that sound inconsistent as fuck.
I know I'm talking about my job is a workout itself. I throw tires and stuff at my primary job. So
So the gym see you sometimes. Okay.
What do you do? Where you work at with throw the tires?
So we just take tires out the truck, put them on the belt line, and we do that for 12 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
12 hours of that? That's
Yeah.
man work for real though. You working
Yeah.
out like you say.
You know, I mean, like I said, I say this before, and I'm not going to stay there for years. You know, that's the goal, not to be there for years, because it's bringing down my body. But it's
Yeah.
most definitely. So
Well, I'm a dance teacher, so I'm practically, when I'm even lesson planning, I'm still active. And when I'm teaching, I'm an active teacher, so I'm not just sitting down and yelling at kids like some famous dance teachers that we might know of. But yeah, I just feel like dance could be a different alternative for people who aren't necessarily gym rats. However, Miss Bree over here, it inspires me every time I see that ad picture on my story every morning at 6 a.m. So,
Yeah, you know it's 6 a.m. because guess what time I be getting up? 4:50. Look, early bird get the worm.
Can't do that.
Because I can't dance like Miss Pam, but you know, that's the only way I'm going to get them abs. I found out men love abs, apparently.
What?
A stomach.
No, okay. I don't know. Have y'all seen that Facebook shit? And I hate when they do that Facebook shit where they do the comparison, but it was like the skinny girl body versus like, you know, a little thickie.
Yeah.
Everybody love the thickies. Us skinny girls, they just say, fuck us, man.
Man,
But me and Pam is the thickest skinny girls up in this bitch, okay? I'll say it again.
I'm the polar opposite. I don't know. I ain't a big fan of no big thickum.
Shit.
You're a big thickum, cuz.
Mari.
Big is crazy, but I'm thick.
No, I can double dabble here and there. But mostly skinny, petite. Skinny, petite for sure. Small.
I seen a motherfucker in the strip club not too long ago.
sorry.
She was so wide. Like her thighs was like my torso, dude. Like
Nah.
each one. She was,
Your torso.
each thigh was like my torso, but she was so shapely with it. It was like she was sculptured so perfectly. It fucked me up. I was like, damn, like that's too much woman, but it's just so beautifully put together. It just fucked me up. Really fucked me up.
You feel like you could have handled that or nah?
I'm a little nigga, man. You know, I ain't got time to be rambling and wrestling and tussling with all that woman. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna
Like,
be riding that way.
you know, that's a whole workout within itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially if she fuck back. Shut. Now if she fucking back, I definitely can't do nothing.
Throw
With
your
it.
ass off the bed, ain't it?
Yeah. Oh shit.
So, okay. So, we're going to go into social media versus social media with self-marketing versus reality. So, especially with social media, like I heard it on the radio like the other day where like, you know, they putting out the little warning signs. If you have been on social media and you feel like you have lost your identity, please call this number and because people are mentally losing their mind right now.
Yeah.
Because of social media and the image that we're supposed to have on this social media. So how do y'all feel about as far as being genuine on your social media and not conforming to, you know, what they're pressuring or pushing out for their agenda on social media?
Well, as a woman, when I started social media, first of all, I was like 11. That's like, you know, that prime age of when young girls start to rethink their entire lives, right? So my mother ran my account and all those things, so I would be quote unquote sheltered from those types of images, which I applaud her for because I didn't necessarily struggle with that because I wasn't seeing it. However, this day and age now, you really can't hide from it. So I kind of feel like at a loss for some of these girls with that. But if there are certain influencers now that I follow on TikTok and stuff where they are of different body types and shapes and sizes and all that thing. And it's really inspiring because years ago you would never see that. So I think we're kind of going in the right direction. It's just the exposure being so easily accessible to younger children is where it's going a little off. So
Mm.
No, I think AR, you had posted, what is it, that girl that was thick and the little boy that was like, he didn't know which way the water park was.
Oh yeah. I posted this shit with a little boy. He was looking at this thick ass girl, boy. He just looked like life was. He didn't know which direction he wanted to go in life no more. If he didn't want to be a little boy or a grown man, like the coming of age moment.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how it is. Like, and that's what I thought when I first saw it. I made a joke about it and put a post up, but I really was thinking to myself, like, damn, where were the women at doing that type of shit when I was a little boy? Because they didn't do no shit like that back then. Like that woman, her drawers was all in her ass in broad daylight at a fucking water park where there were little kids running around, and that really had me like, wow. That's kind of like Jada Waiter. Y'all seen that commercial with Jada Waiter, Lil Baby's ex?
Mm-hmm.
She made a big viral commercial where she had two little boys. They was on a beach, and then she walked down the beach pretty much. Like, I think she had her top off, and the little boys took her top and ran off with the top, and she pretty much had to find them with the top off. And Jada Waiter thick as all I knows. Like, she was just provocative as all I knows, and it was just, and she caught a lot of flack from it. I'm like, damn, like,
about that.
yeah. So that's another example of that. Like, it's all out there for kids to see. To her point, you know, like, I would have died in the water. They would have just had a shark would have ate me from just heart attack if I'd have seen a woman walking on the beach like that in 1995.
But that's the thing. It's like, that's what it is. It's like social media is like you putting that in front of kids. Like they have access to all that. Even YouTube. Cause like I feel like we put in that little tablet in front of these kids earlier. So like they do have access to YouTube and all these little sites, social medias real early. And if you don't have the self-esteem, it's like you really developing mental issues real early.
Yeah. My daughter's mom does a good job at censoring and child locking all the shit that she can go on. And like you say, your mom did, she does good at going on there and backtracking after and making sure too, you know what I mean? That's you got to do that as a parent. You got to take the initiative and protect your babies, because if you don't, you know, they gonna run into some shit out here. Scary.
For me, I think the main thing, like social media account that I be cautious about is Facebook. I got a lot of family on Facebook. I be want to post so much stuff though, like that be in the back of my mind, man.
I just told you that about my church people on my Facebook.
Man, Facebook done got so dirty with them click this link in the bio.
Oh, the X, Twitter. Boy, that's my favorite shit to do now. I ain't gonna hold you. I be scrolling down my timeline hoping I see one of them up. Them shits, it was
I click
crazy.
that thing real quick.
Video in the comments.
Why you be clicking on it?
Man, real quick.
Quickly. With the quickness.
With the quickness.
Break your damn thumb trying to get that shit.
I can't share it, so I gotta save it. You found
Screen record it. I'm bad at screen recording mine. I got a bunch of screen recordings in mine.
I can't share. My family gonna see that one. I'm a grown man at the end of the day.
You dig it.
But it's like I got a certain image too. You know what I'm saying? My parents, you know, I mean, got family on there and still think I'm a good child. I am a good child.
But you're just a grown man. You said it the right way initially. You're a grown motherfucking man with grown needs. But you're a good person.
I am.
You know what I'm saying? They don't take that from you at all,
Big
brother.
bro AR. He gonna take you to the titty bar real quick. Go ahead.
Hey.
Mara, you ain't ready to. You don't want to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight, do you?
You know, I ain't never been to a strip club before.
Yeah, you
Lord.
about to go with Big Bro AR.
We gonna have to set that up.
Yeah.
We got to set that
My
up.
birthday coming up too.
Yeah.
When your birthday?
September 19th.
We gonna do something. We gonna do something.
What's that?
I'm gonna be in Mexico on September 19th, though, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'll take her to the strip club on
Take
your
them,
behalf.
take them. FaceTime me, you know what I'm saying?
I'll have you on FaceTime right next to me. Just
Yeah,
like,
like, hey, Mari,
don't
happy
want for me, don't want for
birthday.
me.
Need that. Need that.
So, what are some ways to make money on social media? What ways do y'all think is the best lucrative ways to do so?
I'm gonna keep it a band. I ain't never made money on social media.
What?
Nah, for real.
Man, you missing out on money.
Yeah, I don't know how to, for real. I mean, besides you wanna, like I said, stay consistent with, like, I don't make reels, or I don't make a lot of reels and all that. I'm not really like a Instagram or social media type of person. I'm like a post this picture and go on my day type of person. I don't make reels. I don't do get ready with me. I used to do get ready with me, but like I wasn't consistent. You know, Pam, she's very consistent with her reels. But me, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm too busy. You know, she busy too, but like she finds the time somehow, some way. I can't. But if you stay consistent with reels on
They'll
Instagram,
pay you.
they pay you. And then
Yeah.
the more you post, the more engagement you get, and eventually you'll get paid for it. But I don't get paid on social media for real.
Be honest, shit.
Mhm.
You should be honest.
Word.
Damn. You get paid?
Through my brand ambassadorship, that's how I get paid through social media. So
Okay.
with that comes, first of all, contracts. But they're pretty lenient on the things that I can do. However, you are representing something bigger than you. So you always have to keep that in mind as well. Especially something so monumental that's you really can't put in the bad public eye. So with that, I would say that's how I get paid from social media, but I'm looking forward to like growing outside of that for my social media compensation. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, going back to what Mari said as far as being active, because like he talked about the reels and stuff like that, and how you have to be active on social media to really make money off of it. So, how active do you really have to be to really be successful on social media?
I feel like there could be a formula, but most of the time it is luck for a lot of people. Which, yeah, it could be a lot of luck. Sometimes you can have the drive and all that stuff, but if you quote unquote don't have the full package, it's not going to be such an easy, quick destination to success like other people that you may see, like for example on TikTok. They get famous in like 6 months and they're millionaires at that point, but there's somebody who's maybe maybe for example on YouTube who's been doing that for 10 years, not nearly as much exposure. So
Right.
it's different journeys for different people, sadly. That's the truth.
Yeah.
So
That's real. I think that's a big thing too, is to not compare your journey to other people. Because I think a lot of times we go on YouTube, we go on the social media, and we look at other people and we're like, damn, this person did it in 8 months. Why the fuck my shit ain't going? Or, you know, why mine ain't take off? Or I did exactly what they did and, you know, my shit still ain't take off. But it's just like your journey may not be the same as
It's
everybody
not.
else's.
You got your own shit you got to do. Yeah.
Yeah, you might not get the same opportunity. And I've learned, like, sometimes the opportunity that I wished I had, like, it kind of worked out. Like, I ended up getting something better or something that actually fitted me. Like, because sometimes, like, you would think you want something, but then you, like, look at it in hindsight and, like, okay, that, you know, that really wasn't something that was for me.
Yeah, honestly, everything you said was really round and nail. I lost train of thought. What I was finna say. I ain't gonna lie, but everything you said was around the nail. But, damn.
Well, I know you touched on it earlier a little bit, but do you definitely feel like social media is a necessity in order to make money via modeling, right?
Most definitely. Like I said, it's being consistent and it's putting yourself out there. You know, showing them that you're doing something that you love, so they can actually take you serious. And like anybody can take you serious. Like it took me 4 years to get signed. Compared to like someone that probably post that one picture that one agency just saw on the Explorer page and boom, they want them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's something like Pam said, you can get lucky. Dead ass. You get lucky. Like my homeboy got signed to DNA models off TikTok, just making a video of him just talking. He literally told me that. He showed me the video and everything. He wasn't doing nothing special. He got the look though. No homo. He got the look though. You feel what I'm saying? And if you got the look and if you got it, you gonna get signed, or it's just modeling's for you. But that relates to anything, honestly, besides modeling. Like, if you got it in you, it's for you. You know, so you don't got the look, you don't got the look. You got the look, you got the look. And eventually it's gonna show. So patience. God, timing is different for anybody, you know. I had to learn that the hard way. So
I would say that social media is important because, like, I feel like nowadays when you go to these modeling websites and you do that application, that's part of the application now. They ask for your social media. And I hate to say it, there's a power in numbers because when people come to my page, that's the first thing they look at is how many followers I have. And based off of how many followers I have, they automatically think that, oh, shoot, I need to work with this person just based off of my followers. So social media is, in my opinion, like, it is a necessity because, like, it speaks to how many, it's almost like it speaks to how many people fuck with you. So it's like when they come to your page, you're like, oh, everybody fucking with this person, so I should be fucking with this person too. That's what it be giving. Even if because like I told y'all, I'm short. So like when people come to my page, they like, oh, they really don't have like the expectation. It's really like I see a 360 because once people go to my page and they see how many followers I have, it's like a whole different attitude that people have. They think I'm somebody at that point versus before you even knew who I was. It's like you just thought I was a regular person.
weird. That's reasonable.
So y'all don't feel like there's no power in no numbers.
I do. I was just festering on what you said. It is, especially this day and age. I was trying to think, it's really no way around it. It's going to come back to your numbers because your numbers reflect who fucks with you. And who fucks with you reflects what you can bring in. So, like you say, it's really no way around it. They've always really been checking numbers,
Even with brand ambassadors, that's what they checking for. They check to see how many followers you have because when they give you the brand or whatever they trying to push or whatever, they want to see how well that product's gonna push out.
Most definitely. Especially brand ambassadors, like you said. Models as well. Like I came across some pages. They had like 700 followers, but they signed to a good model agency. Like, so it just, like I said, just being lucky. And I know it might be important for rappers as well. Having a lot of followers as well, because industries want to see who you connecting with and all of that.
Before they put that investment in you, that's what signing that deal is. They pretty much gonna put up all the money for your expenses to make you a machine. Now, if I'm looking at your page and you don't have promising numbers, then I don't feel like it's lucrative to put a bag behind you.
Exactly.
You
don't got no fan base or no crowd behind you.
No. So now you're gonna have to sell them off of your whole angle to selling it to them would be different. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's stupid hard. Stupid hard.
tryna go, yeah.
Well,
Not the slide,
we about at time, so
Ooh,
I part the
look,
water like
it wasn't even that bad, Mari.
it wasn't bad at all. Hey, listen, I enjoyed myself. For real.
Yeah, you had your whole shot and everything.
I had my whole glass, you know, provided by Tiny herself.
Yeah.
It was good, man. It was good. I'm session.
How about it?
Had fruit. You know, the Fiji water. Come on now. The best podcast I've ever been on. The only one.
Best podcast?
Yeah, most definitely. The only one.
Okay, you didn't have to say
You
that.
ain't have
You
to.
should have just left it at.
I know, right? I know, I'm sorry.
Leave it at best and leave it
Still
at.
talking,
You know,
y'all.
they burgers are made out of cows, okay?
Liddy. Hey man, y'all have a good night. God bless. Stay up. Be good or be good at it.
Yes,
Good
we
night.
appreciate you. Good night, y'all. We out.
Yeah.